Hey, what's up guys? Punfucius here. I'm going to teach you guys how to turn this into this. Alright guys, so I've noticed a lot of other YouTubers like to beat around the bush, but I'm not like that, so let's get right to it. Rule number 1, be aggressive. That's right guys, contrary to popular belief, bush camping is not the be-all of Fortnite. It's important to be aggressive and make strategic pushes in order to gain positioning, to get a serious weapon advantage by taking over your enemy's weapons and getting every goodies that they got along the way. You know, that also includes things like materials and ammo, super important to win the match, so being passive only gets you so far, so remember that. But that doesn't mean that you just go ahead and throw cross into the wind, but be strategic in every move that you make. If I didn't push this here and take out this team, I would have never gotten this purple scar and I may have never went on to win the match. So moving on, accuracy is super important. People seem to miss their shots in this game left and right. Remember, 3 good shots are worth more than 500 missed shots. So every shot that you make, if you have to, take a little bit of time, slow down, be accurate. It's going to be the difference between you winning and you losing. Alright guys, along with being accurate, it's very important to be evasive. I'm going to show you a very basic strafe. Strafing has been around for years. It's used in multiple different games. You can take this skill on to many other games and beyond. It's very simple. You move your right analog stick right and left, and it moves your character from side to side, and if you time it right, you can dodge shots as I've been doing here, and it will give you a slight advantage to get you to the next point to where you need to be. Okay, so after I pickaxed that person, I took some time and I healed up, and that brings us to number 4, the flank and spank. It's very important to be opportunistic and take your time to assess the situation. Here I am right after that, I'm healed up, I'm good to go. I take the opportunity to get the flank on these guys, and I ended up getting a multitude of kills by following steps 1 through 3 already, by being aggressive, by being accurate, and by strafing. As you notice, I'm dodging shots, moving side to side. When I do go to aim and shoot, I make sure that all my shots are counting, and I get 6 kills in a matter of 60 seconds. I get a crap ton of stuff, and I go on to win the game. Remember guys, the odds are never too great. I started out with just a pickaxe fighting a guy with a shotgun. You know, this is a duo match. I was alone when there was 40 plus other teams. I took out all the other teams and went on to win the match, so if I can do it, you guys can do it as well. Number 5, that's right, camp smart. I'm not totally against camping, but if you are going to do it well. Bush camping, if you get caught, you're completely out in the open, you're totally exposed, you're scrambling to build yourself walls, you're jamming your gun, it's just a mess. So if you're going to camp smart. I found this little area after securing an airdrop, and what I decided to do is from the airdrop I had gotten a trap and I had gotten a rocket launcher. So I laid the trap down, I put the rocket launcher as bait. This is that same match I was in earlier. It's 1 against 2 the entire game, so I didn't feel bad about camping and waiting for a few guys to pick each other off before I made my move.
1 eternity later.
As you can clearly see, the trap was ridiculously successful, and I proceed to go and build myself a little fort and win that match. So remember guys, it's never a bad idea to think outside of the box and find new ways to improve and to get wins. Alright, number 6, when to stay and when to go. This is a ginormous key to winning any game. Fortnite, Gears of War, Call of Duty, anything, understanding when is a good time to push and when is not a good time to push in each individual game will make you a more successful player. I don't have the time to go over every single different strategy with you guys, so what I want to do is show you a couple of examples of when would be a good time to push and when isn't. So here me and my wife, Don't Hassle Me Bro, that's her gamer tag, we're taking out a couple of guys up on the hill that spotted us, and so I get one of them down. After I get one of them down, You can tell that he is panic building. So as he's panic building, I decide that it's a good time to push. I pull out my shotgun and I advance. And as I'm advancing, I come around the corner, I see him, and I shoot him. That was a very good push. It was successful. We won. We came out on top. So I'm going to give you an example of what's a bad push, or a push that I didn't make because I simply had a bad gut feeling and I didn't want to do it. I'll show you why I didn't want to do it. As you notice, we're completely out here in the open. There's two guys across the way. They're shooting at us. We don't have much cover. They have sniper rifles. We don't. The area is extremely open. We are vulnerable. If I was to make a push from here to there, the odds of us being successful are very unlikely. So what I decided to do is I tell my wife to break the tree next to the left of us. She does it. I build us a ramp and we escape harms free and continue on with our match. That was a successful way to get away without engaging the enemy in such an open area and not just dying simply. So knowing when and when not to push is really going to help you guys out. I hope that kind of gives you a gauge on where to be at. Rule 7, be paranoid. Constantly be watching your back. I'm watching other people's backs all the time. They're not paying attention. You do not want to be that guy, so be paranoid, be aware of your surroundings. If you have a headset, great, turn up your volume. If you have a bass booster, turn that on so that way you can hear footsteps a lot easier and character noise, and that's going to up your game a lot. Is you do not want to get shot in the back. You want to be aware 100%. Number 8, get your fort on. I'm by no means saying that this is an absolutely necessary way to win. I have won matches by not building a single thing, but what the hell, it's always fun to build a fort, and getting the high ground is always an advantage. Just ask Anakin and Obi-Wan, everybody knows that. But moving on, it's always important when you do build a fort, try to build it in layers. You never know when someone's going to try to come underneath you or RPG you and shoot you, and you don't want to fall 3,700 feet like this dude that I shot out of the sky. You know, build it smart, and it'll actually aid you instead of hurt you. Number 9, use what you have. I cannot tell you guys how many times I have killed a guy who has 600 rounds of ammo, 900 brick, a golden RPG with 12 RPGs in it, and it is ridiculous. Use your advantages when you can. You cannot use your ammo when you are dead, so if you need to, and you're in a sticky situation, spray. Better to last longer than not, and do everything you can to get on top and win, because when you kill people, you're ultimately going to achieve more ammo. That's going to keep your game going. Alright, last but not least, guys, number 10, strategy. This is by far the most important out of all the 10 steps. When you load into a game of Fortnite or any video game, have yourself a game plan. Know exactly what you're going to do, where you want to go, what weapons you want to push for. Are you going to play the game more on the stealth side? Are you going to play it more on the aggressive side? Are you going to play it more from the advantage side and get yourself high points of advantage and build yourself a fort? If you do, you need to be scavenging for materials, or you need to be looking for the people that have the best guns. Think of a strategy. Figure out where you want to go, what you want to do, get a game plan going. That way when you get in there, you're not confused. Now, one last suggestion for you guys. I want you guys to play 5 matches of Fortnite and not trying to win. I want you to go in there and try to get as many kills as you can. Don't be scared of conflicts, rush in, be aggressive, get used to the combat side of it, because if you're constantly trying to just stay alive, you're never going to build enough combat experience, you're never going to build enough reaction time for when you're building. So get used to fighting, and then after you do 5 or 6 matches of that, then start to really try to win after you apply these, and I really hope you guys have success. If you haven't already, hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Punfucius. Please subscribe and like and share with all your friends. And one last thing, guys, go kick some ass.